Ladies and gentlemen, still on Justice for Mobad. Now, let us quickly go through this. This is the full testimony under oath of spending the eyewitness. According to spending, I'm going to read it out. We went to the show at Ikorodu together, even though I was in the car. We were all given the bitter bottles, the drink that we went to advertise. They were sealed. After the show, Mobad was hyper and said he wanted to leave immediately. Prime Boy was trying to calm him down and advising him to take it easy, but it resulted in an argument. Mo was angry, went to the side where Prime was sitting and ordered him down from the car. Now, there is something about this. Now, I want to advise you before we proceed, or let me rather say inform you, that this is coming from Gistlover. Gistlover said this is what Spending said under oath. Unfortunately, media has not been permitted to be in. If media had been permitted, we will not have several narratives out there. It will be one official statement, information coming from the coroner inquest. It's important that they start looking into this. Now, why was Mobad hyper? Why? What will make Mobad want to leave immediately? Let us proceed. I was in the car and I saw a broken glass falling inside. Mo punched the glass while he was trying to fight Prime Boy. Still on Justice for Mobad. This story is sort of going in the direction of what WUNMI had claimed happened. Now they have removed the part of WUNMI and Mobad's argument. According to WUNMI, she said she was sitting in between Prime Boy and Mobad, and the quarrel between them is as a result of Prime Boy's reprimanding of Adura, the younger brother of Mobad, and he wanted Mobad to say something. Mobad refused to say something, and Prime Boy said, "Oh, so you're not going to say nothing? Okay." This infuriated Mobad more, and he asked Prime Boy to step out of the car. Let us proceed. Later on, Prime went to meet Cubana, the organizer of the show. We left him there. This is what Prime Boy said. He said, when Mobad asked me to step out of the car, I said, why now? And I went to meet Cubana chief priest. But according to him, he said that it was WUNMI and Mobad that were having issues, that he was trying to broker peace in between. Spending, there is something missing in this story that you need to impute. Let us continue. We left him there. As we were going on the way, an argument started between Mobad and WUNMI. Now, Prime Boy has brought in that particular argument as they were going. What was that argument about? What was that argument about? According to WUNMI, she said that she was reprimanding Mobad for fighting Prime Boy. And when they got home, she still reprimanded Mobad for fighting Prime Boy. And they also had their own little argument separate from reprimanding Prime Boy, which she refused to say. She said we also had our own little argument, just a small one. Let us continue. According to Spending, the fight got serious at 3rd Mainland Bridge between Mobad and WUNMI. So from argument, it became a serious fight. WUNMI held onto the clothes of Mobad. WUNMI held Mobad's clothes. It was a physical fight. In fact, we can as well say that Prime Boy did not fight Mobad, like physically punch Mobad, hit Mobad, beat Mobad, bust bottle on the head of Mobad and all of that. We can as well say that the physical combat between WUNMI and Mobad is even more in the car on 3rd Mainland Bridge. WUNMI held his clothes and they were dragging each other. Now, hold on a sec. Who is with the baby? WUNMI, were you with the baby in your hands and holding on to Mobad's clothes? No. According to Spending, he had the baby on his hands and they had a driver who was driving them, and definitely the driver will say, hey, you guys don't break more things. Don't forget, they said that a glass broke inside of the car. So Prime Boy is saying a car exists, or SUV exists, that has its windshield broken. Something broke. Something broke. Something broke. Let us continue. The fight got so serious at 3rd Mainland Bridge that WUNMI held his clothes and they were dragging each other, meaning they were pulling at each other. I had to carry Liam and protect him, meaning WUNMI dropped the baby, ready to fight Mobad. For her to want to fight Mobad, it means that they used to fight normally. So it's something that is common, like, hey, you will fight me. Okay, let's start. Let us drag ourselves. Let us beat ourselves up. Mobad. Hey, my God. This is deep. Mobad and WUNMI fighting each other in the SUV 3rd Mainland Bridge. And not just trying to protect Liam, I was also trying to prevent them from opening the door on motion, meaning the SUV was like, and they were pushing at each other and he was trying to make sure that the SUV is not opened. And I don't know, what kind of craziness is this? This is deep. This is deep. In the argument, Mo was talking about 200,000 naira that WUNMI's mother borrowed. Now, let us expatiate a little bit on that. Let's expatiate. WUNMI is holding on to the clothes of Mobad, and Mobad is talking about 200k that, come on, what is this? It means that Mobad was tired. You guys are leeches. You are parasite. Go and tell that your nonsense mother, that corrupt police officer, to give me. I mean, she's a woman who we heard that somehow, out of duress, the elder sister of WUNMI, Karimot, only come on in the US. She said she's a nurse, registered or auxiliary nurse. I don't know. She brought in this woman to the US. She works in the US and she's still loaning is that a loan? She still grabbed 200,000 naira from Mobad. Apart from the one that Mobad's father fought and Mobad disgraced his father. Maybe they used spell on him, I don't know. He was just acting like a coward on that day. His father called a meeting because Mobad had paid for a land that he doesn't have papers of. He doesn't even know the whereabouts. Karimot claimed that that property, that land, belongs to her, that she bought it and they resold it to Mobad. Do you know what they did there? The land, for example, let's say it cost 50 pounds, $50, 50 naira, 50 yen, 50 lira, 50 rand, whatever currency you spend in your country. They probably sold that land to Mobad for 350 because Mobad was stupid and dumb. He didn't tell his own father, Dad, I want to buy a land. His father lives just some few bus stops away from WUNMI's mother's house. Mobad did not deem it fit, see it as what he's supposed to do. At least the first property you are buying, first land, you want to call your father. Your father is not old, like old school. This guy is just 50. 50 something. You will call your dad, and back then it wasn't even 50, it was 40 something. Daddy, I'm buying this and that. Please, can you come see what I'm doing? Mobad did not do that. 200,000 naira. 200K. Wunmi talked about the girlfriend in the UK. And Wunmi said, if care is not taken, I will mess your life up. I will turn you to nothing. I will make you like little Frosh case, who was ruined by a woman, and the world doesn't hear about him anymore. Meaning, I will finish you. I will destroy your image. I will make you like little Frosh. Nobody will hear your voice. If Mobad had known who he was, he would have said, go ahead, do it. Because Wunmi cannot destroy the image of Mobad. I mean, he can't destroy. He can respond with music and make more money. After all, he did it with the Malians. Maybe he would have been alive. That's why sometimes it's good to damn all consequences and say, hey, to hell with you. Let's proceed. When we got to a junction, now don't forget, on the 3rd Mainland Bridge, if you live in Lagos, you know the 3rd Mainland Bridge, and you know where they are heading to, the 3rd Mainland Bridge, they are heading towards Lekki, Aja, where they live. So when they got to a junction, Wunmi was so angry and said she wasn't going home again with us, and she wants to lodge in a hotel, but she later changed her mind. When we got home, the fight continued. They were upstairs. They went upstairs while we were downstairs. Adura too was upstairs. We were downstairs and we were hearing noises from upstairs. One of the things I could remember was Wunmi mentioning the Canadian visa, but I really didn't hear the full details about it. You see, Canadian visa. Now, when Wunmi was to talk about this, Wunmi lied. She didn't tell us the truth. She said, when we got upstairs, after we settled everything, Mobad now asked me about my international passport and that of Liam. And I said, the guy processing it is not yet done with it. Why? Because Wunmi does not want us to see what is written on that passport and what it is all about, because it will jeopardize the Mrs. Aloba that she's claiming. Are you guys getting to where we are getting to? And although that would not even have mattered now, because right now, we are hearing that DNA had been done by the Canadian embassy to ascertain that that child and Wunmi and Mobad are family. Why? To put an end to certain people who have a lot of money, who do not want to go through the normal route of adoption. They traffic children. So they don't want that to happen. That's why they request for DNA test. You will be sent to a designated laboratory hospital where this will be done. He said, I was hearing Canada. Now, Prime Boy might be saying the truth here as per the Canada thing. What do I mean? He might be saying half truth. Half truth. Canadian visa. Now, if Spending heard all of this, Prime Boy did not hear this because he wasn't there. Adura, you were upstairs, you heard it. When they were upstairs to fight, what did they do? Adura, God will judge you. You were upstairs. It means that you could hear more of what they are talking about. Wunmi was mentioning UK girlfriend. Wunmi was mentioning Canadian visa. But I really didn't hear the full details about it. This is not the first time that they fight. And I have never meddled in their matter. It is Adura that was also upstairs that can say what they were arguing about, because he knows. The next day, Mobad came down. The next day, Mobad came down and was asking me if I did not fight him. Can you guys pick that part? The next day, Mobad came down and was asking me if I did not fight him, like when Mobad came back, don't forget that they already had the little bottle and the bitters, those short bitters. If you are in Ghana, you know Casapreco. If you are in Nigeria, you know I'm talking of the Alomo bitters in Ghana. If you are in Nigeria, maybe they have more there now. If you're in Nigeria, you know all the type of horsepower and bend down select, Aboniki bitters, devil's worshipper bitters, kill your wife's bitter, buy your wife's bitter, and punch your wife's Beku's bitter. You know all of those bitter filled with alcohol. The content of alcohol there is just a tincture, you know. Bitters, maybe some bitter cola, some herbs here and there. You kill your vital organs. So they were to advertise that product over there. They had a lot of it. They must have drank a lot of it. When Mobad came down, he was asking spending. Did you fight me? Did you fight me? Meaning he wasn't even aware if he fought Prime Boy. Like if he had told Prime Boy to step out of the car. Meaning normally maybe he would not have told Prime Boy to step out of the car. He's asking spending. Did you fight me? I don't know what happened to my hand. Like my hand, a cut on my hand. Did you fight me? Wow. The next day, he showed me his hand. It only had a minor bruise. And he said, "Is this the hand I will take to the show on Wednesday?" I advised him to go to the hospital, but he said no. The next day, I want you guys to take hold of that. He asked me, "Did you fight me?" Look at my hand. A bruise, a small one. Is this what I'm going to use? Like, am I going to perform with this swollen hand at the show? Meaning, Mobad was intoxicated and had some other things inside of his bloodstream. Maybe, who knows? But with that, he was able to, like, express himself without being inhibited by anything. He was able to express himself. He was able to pour out his mind to WUNMI, like, go and tell that your corrupt mother to give me my money. Go and tell that your mother to give me my money. Tell your criminal mother to give me my money. She owes me 200,000. You people, you said I'm the son of a carpenter and that you people are whatever. Go and tell that your parasite mother to get me my money. You people say you're in the US. Still, US is not US in you. Go and get me my money ASAP. And WUNMI too was, what about you? You said I'm cheating. Okay, you said who is the father of the child? What about you? You have a girlfriend over there in the UK. A lot being said. A lot. Adura, you have to tell us all that you know. We heard that your name has been put as next of kin. The next day, still on justice for Mobad. Mobad came down and was asking spending. Did we have a fight? Like, did I fight you? Did you fight me? Meaning they normally fight. And that one said, no, I didn't fight you. And he said, but look at my hand. It's swollen. What happened to me? What he said he saw was a minor bruise. Okay? I advised him to go to the hospital, but he said no. DJ Bami and Adura were also there. Meaning we need DJ Bami to come and tell us what he knows. They tried calling a nurse to come and treat him at home, but the numbers were not going through. I tried sending a message to my nurse. How dare the Nigerian police accuse spending when Mobad, according to him, was physically alert when he was trying to get another nurse to come treat him. According to him, he said, I have known this nurse for over 4 years, but the messages were not delivering. So I dropped her number with DJ Bami and I left. Mo was okay. Mo was ill and earthy the last time I saw him. The next day, I was called that Mo had passed away. I want that to sink in. I called Mo, but Mo could not answer my call. I got a call and I was told that Mo had passed away. How can what is this? I was like, how? I rushed down there and I was asking all of them what happened. Did you guys like conspire to buy this guy? DJ Bami, Adura, spending, Wumi, all of you. Spending said, when I came back, they told me, who were the people that told you? Wumi, Adura. Did DJ Bami sleep over in that house? Nurse, come out and speak. I was like, how? Nobody answered me. Nobody answered him. That is a red flag. Nobody can tell me it was that minor wound that pied Mo. It's not possible. When we were in Panti, I met with a nurse and she said she only gave him tetanus injection and he reacted to it. When tetanus entered into Mobad via IV or maybe directly, I don't know how the nurse did it, Mo reacted to tetanus. Was there something else in Mobad's bloodstream that reacted to the tetanus injection? That is what we're expecting toxicology to tell us. Then Wumi told her that Mo had a phobia for injections. Having fear for injection has nothing to do with reaction. So the nurse went out to buy something that would neutralize the reaction Mo had. Can you guys get it now? The nurse went out to buy something that will neutralize the reaction Mo had. What did the nurse go to buy? That is what the nurse said. Wumi is saying that Mobad had phobia for injection. So the nurse now went out to buy something else. As she was there, they had started calling her to come back home. When she got there, they were already trying to rush him to the hospital. I don't know what transpired between Naira Marley and Mo that made him leave the label. But when he left, he created his own immobilization label and he called me to join and support him with it. Concerning bullying, Sam Larry was always beating and assaulting Mo. Apart from the viral video everyone saw, there was a time Sam Larry and his boys beat him to the extent that his face was swollen and he had a mark on it. About him having mental issues, he never had a major mental problem. The only time he acted strange was the time the NDLEA officer hit him on his head with a GN. I think the trauma made him to forget his phone password, but later he was back to normal. Concerning the cooking in the house, Wumi never cooked. I have never seen her cooking. It was Adura that always cooked, and whenever Adura didn't cook, everyone will buy food outside. I really want to know what pied my friend. The small wound on his hand could not have caused his sudden demise. Justice for Mobad. I'm not going to talk too much about this one. I want you guys to take your time to sink this in. Let us meet at the comment section.